Cut out quite easily there, not the best of passes by Paul McGrath. Here's Liverpool in possession. McMahon getting it through to Beardsley. Barnes making good strides down that left flank. It comes to John Barnes now for Liverpool. And it's a goal for Liverpool. Beardsmore away on the far side. Donachie taking it up. Now Russell Beardsmore. Looking to get his cross in. Towards McClare! A marvellous volley! And it's 1-1. Beardsmore. Crowd are really enjoying this one. Nicol in a bit of trouble there. It comes off Hughes. He scores! 2-1 to United. Two watching him, but he gets support now from Milne. Played inside this time for Sharp. Can he get to the byline and get his cross in? Flicked across. Oh my goodness, it's Beardsmore! It's 3! And a stop. Here's Webb. Pierce. Webb again. Now Nigel Clough. Long range shot through the keeper's arms. A terrible mistake by Torsvet, and it's 2-0. Another. And Brian Laws. A little flick on. And Parker, it's in there! Gary Wilson. Ross waiting in the middle. Waddle's in there! A thundering header there from...
Without the voice of Brian Clough there in the director's box today. Webb, across by him towards Nigel Clough, and it might come for Parker! Forest have scored with Gary Parker!
Hockaday. Steve White. Jones back to Foley. And a goal! A goal to Swindon Town. Steve Foley, number 7. Shearer into White. And now here's Shearer again, inside the Bournemouth penalty area. And it's gone in. It's gone in off Steve Foley. That's only as far as Paul Morrell. Blissett. Good run by Luther Blissett. Shoots. And has scored! What a fine individual goal by Luther Blissett. The former Shearer. Hockaday. Gets his cross in. Shot. Goal! Tom Jones, Swindon number 4. Just 10 minutes to go. Williams' header in. Newson. Goal! Goal! Goal by Mark Newson. A rifling shot with a...
There's the corner. Aim for the head of Harford. Danny Wilson now. Turning a good cross back in there again. And it's the goal there for Harford. Well, let's just see whether he'll be disappointed with this as well. It's 1-1. There'll be a... Stopped by Clough. Won by him. Chapman now to Gaynor. Danny Redshirt's forward and Neil Webb is further forward than any of them. There's Webb. A brilliant goal for Forest, and that's 2-1. Behind the fullback. The flag in any case was up. The referee has allowed the game to go on with Nottingham in possession, and here's Tommy Gaynor. Chapman again made a good break for him, getting towards that 6-yard box. There's Nigel Clough again. It's another one.
The long ball. That's searching out Johnny Barnes on the far side. He's free. Barnes, great save. Aldridge. A goal. John Aldridge. Liverpool in front. There's Chapman. Oh, McMahon made a mistake and Clough couldn't quite get there. And Webb and a deflection, and that's gone in. It's a goal for Nottingham Forest. And this is one of those moments now. Houghton. Barnes again. Houghton. Beatrice. Oh, it's got in! Tommy Gaynor couldn't stop Aldridge getting in. And they still find their own player, Aldridge. That was beautifully done again. Oh, and that's going to be an own goal, is it? Brian Laws.
Most of the Everton lads have had a good touch early on, which will help them.
This is Nicol looking for McMahon. Good through ball. He got away from Ratcliffe. Oh, and John Aldridge in a great position. And Liverpool have scored in their first attack. So long. Watson heads it forward to Cotty. Sharp. Chances here. Nevin. And outside him a chance too. And Grobbelaar. And it's got in. Couldn't have been closer. Nicol. Oh, there's Rush in there. Rush! Goal! Ian Rush! Ratcliffe. Watson's up. Here's McCall again. Oh, yes! It's 2-2. Out. Whelan. McMahon. Barnes. Rush! Goal! 3-2.
And Richardson behind it. Adams has made a darting little run in there. And Smith! And Arsenal have scored. And surely what will be their last attack. A good ball by Dixon, finding Smith. For Thomas, charging through the midfield. Thomas, it's up for grabs now. Thomas, right at the end.
Referees have got to have eyes in the back of the head on Derby Day. That's a great ball from Hinchcliffe. Here's David White again. Palace from full stretch, missed it. Oldfield, 1-0. City in front. David Oldfield. David White. Cut out by Ince. Donaghy in trouble. Great chance from Morley. Super save by Leighton. Late maybe. United all over the place. Morley. It's 2-0. 2 goals in as many minutes. Redmond in the way. Not playing anything like as well as Alex Ferguson would want them to be. And they have a couple of goal line clearances to look back on the first half. And they've had continual problems in the back. Oldfield. Oh, Bishop. 3-0. Ian Bishop's first goal for Manchester. There's no way forward. It's been such an energetic Manchester City performance. Hughes. Beardsmore. Mischievous little player. Got to pick his moment to get the cross in. Now he's wrong-footed Hinchcliffe. Hughes with the bicycle kick. It's there. But for last for Manchester United. And yet another brilliant goal by Mark Hughes. Paul Lane going forward. Got a lucky bounce. Great chance for 4. Lane did well. Lane. City have their 3 goals. Sharp challenge by Gale. Bishop to Morley. Bishop again. Great ball for David White from Ian Bishop. Early cross, chance at the far post, Hinchcliffe. That's just marvellous stuff.
That Gordon Strachan has the chance to score his second goal in 2 games. He has. He went the right way with Fraser Digby. Might have just got a hand to it. Baird. Hendry. A good effort, hit the bar. Strachan. It's there. 2-0 Leeds. And that's the second goal they've been waiting. Without any great success so far this afternoon. But Leeds a goal to the good, so he'll be happy enough. John Hendry inside for Batty and Strachan.
Peter Hucker came out very smartly indeed. McLaughlin and Jones. Jones then with the cross. Jones cross, Calderwood's header, and there is the opening goal of the game. And it is Swindon captain Paul Bowden. McLaren, good ball. Steve White. Here's McLaughlin. Paul Hunt onto Steve White, and that's a great shot. And it was Paul Hunt's little tee-up for Steve White. Not through any lack of trying. Chance for Paul Hunt to run at the United defence and takes on Green, or gets past him. And he has Steve White inside him. Paul Hunt squares it across to Steve White, and there it is, the 3rd goal of the game. And what superb work by Paul.
Olney maybe glanced it, but Platt anticipated it with typical intelligence. Gray. Gage up in support from left back. And a goal! It's Daly! And Tony Daly.
We haven't yet seen a good corner knocked in.
Mountfield! Oh! And it's in! Ian Olney. We've seen a good corner now, Ron.
At the box, outside the box. It was a free kick. A great break again by Stephen McMahon. Here's Lee.
back in possession through Dave Hockaday. Good ball down the line for McLaughlin. McLaughlin running at that City defence. Little back heel by Shearer. On by White. Here's a chance for McLaughlin. Surely miskicks it, and that is into the net. Despite Mark Higgins' despairing dive. Nice football out of defence by Swindon. Hockaday looking for the run of Simpson, and the ball breaks kindly for Steve White. Here's Shearer. Chance perhaps for a shot, and he lets one go, and that's a superb effort. Duncan Shearer. Corner kick for Swindon Town. In fact, it is Fitzroy Simpson. Into that Stoke box. Back by Calderwood. Bamba, and an own goal. And poor Dave in midfield has Bodin running outside him. And he finds Bodin with a fine ball. Bodin's cross deep to the far post. Here's White, and that is the 4th goal, is it? Jones, nice football from Swindon. McLaren, chance for Shearer to run. A mistake in that Stoke City defence. Here's Shearer, and that is 5. And look at those Stoke City supporters. They have gone away from them. Here is McLaughlin. Off to Fitzroy Simpson. Simpson has space down this left-hand side to attack this Stoke City defence. Across deep, far post. Here's Steve White. It's 6. That's a great goal.
Interesting, Ian, is something you were talking to me just before we came on the air. The battle between Whiteside and Paul McGrath, two great mates in their Manchester United days. Oh, but in the moment, here's Cowans, free. He's got Platt up alongside him. It's a goal! So many good things emanate from Gordon Cowans, and his good spell, Villas, has really coincided with his return for the team. And there's a great shot, and Olney will force it home. Final warning there. Remember, he's already had the yellow card. Cowans then with one of those tantalising free kicks. Platt there first. A brilliant goal by David Platt. It's 3 against Everton for Villa in 60 years. David Platt needs one more to do that. Here's Ormonroyd. Platt up there, only up there. Ormonroyd's weaving his own way. And a good shot! And Olney! Buller's already played, of course, didn't he? Remember against Scotland?
I'm trying to forget that.
Oh, here come Everton now with Cotty! Cotty again. Beagrie. And it's in there! Well, Villa look for goal number 6. It's gone in! Probably straight in.
Maybe Derek Mountfield, I don't know.
It's a real makeshift defence. It faces another big examination here as Gage takes it up this time. Gets it through to Platt. Oh. He's got another one! A brilliant goal again by David Platt.
Flicked on at the near post by Alan McLaughlin. Steve White is up, and that's the opening goal of the game. Steve White's 9th goal of the season in the 14th to Cowdrell. Thompson, Cowdrell, chance for the cross, gets it into that Town box. He's mistaken the Swindon Town defence here, and it's Mark Kame who forces home the equaliser. John Giddins.
Hinchcliffe is suspended at the moment. That was Beardsley, now Rush, and Mulvey's on the chase here. Seagraves trying to get back. Dibble came bravely out of his goal, but Rush is there! And Rush breaks the deadlock for Liverpool after 8 minutes. Freshly showered to watch the remainder of the match from the trainer's bench. Beardsley. Oh, clean through Hendry. Here's Peter Beardsley. And Beardsley gets the second. Whelan. McMahon made the run and he's not offside. Brilliantly beating the offside trap. It's Steve McMahon with Rush inside him, and McMahon picks his spot. And that's a classic goal.
They really need a score, just to give him a bit of heart.
Allen then. His 6th of the season, and that coming just a minute after Liverpool. Headed away by Marsh.
Rush, and McMahon is the furthest man forward. Henry scampering back. Steve McMahon. Hussein has gone to join him. There's Rush too. It's Ian Rush against Dibble, and there's the fourth. No more than Liverpool deserve.
Beardsley making a run, and he's beaten the offside trap this time. Beardsley against Besant, and Peter Beardsley is in, and there's number 1 for Liverpool. Whelan, and that's for Rush to chase, and Roberts has been found out for pace here, and Rush! Oh, what a goal! What a superb goal by Ian Rush! Rigo's there, and that's Roberts in the wall. It's Jury to blast it, what a goal! What a way to return! Beardsley to prevent another corner. And Roberts unaware that McMahon was behind him. Now it's Rush. And Rush taking on Clark and finds Houghton, who's onside. Houghton against Besant, and there's number 3. Rush, Beardsley and McMahon. Oh, what a lovely move by Liverpool. McMahon against Besant, and McMahon shows he can do it too. The season earlier on in the match, less spectacular than that. Sadly, that one doesn't count. Now from the back, Hansen to Ablett. Rushes in the middle. Ablett curls it towards him, and Rushes there, and that is number 5. Have involved 5 goals. It's Chelsea's worst defeat at Stamford Bridge, unquestionably, this season. 4-goal margin. It's by some considerable way their worst defeat at all this season, but at the end of it they get a goal from Kerry Dixon.
Calderwood. Kerslake. Tom Jones. For somebody to move forward in. Tom Jones eventually found McLaughlin, and now this is White. A good save by Naylor, but the follow-up by Shearer. And Swindon are in front after only 3 minutes. Bowden. A cross, which Naylor doesn't meet. And it's 2-0. Well, Don Goodman missed. It's Goodman. He scored. Third time lucky, as they say, Don Goodman.